When you want to set up a customer support center and really outsource you having to do customer support for yourself, there's one great solution I can recommend. It's called Zendesk. You can get it at zendesk.com. The pricing plans vary depending on how many agents that you'll use. In other words, how many workers you'll have doing customer support for you. But if you're only going to have 3 or less, like most companies will, it's about $9 per person to use this Zendesk system per month. So if you have one customer support rep, it's $9 a month. If you have 2, it's $18 a month. And then of course if you have 3, it's $27 a month. But it's well worth it. Now, a lot of people use different solutions like Kayako, which is what we use for some of our stuff, and some other software that's out there that you can host yourself. The only problem with that is, and of course our own company is running into these problems now, and that's why we're going to be migrating probably to putting everything on Zendesk. There are some other back-end reasons why we don't use it yet, because we're doing a lot of custom stuff with our own applications. But for almost every use out there, Zendesk is the best way to go, because primarily it's hosted. So the big thing with support systems and email tickets and doing customer support like this online is email deliverability. That becomes a big issue when emails start getting filtered from your own servers and some other things when you run your own hosted solution on your own server. This hosted solution, meaning hosted on their servers, is definitely the way to go, and it has major advantages. Now, Zendesk is very cool, very smart company that they built to do this. It's a lot like Basecamp, where they made it simple yet powerful, and it doesn't have every possible feature something like this can have, but it's got the majority of them. It's like the 80-20 rule, and so it makes things so easy to do. Now, the beauty of Zendesk is not only that it's a hosted solution, but that they build several different components into it that make running customer support easy. You can come to the site yourself at zendesk.com, take the tour, watch their videos, and see how it works. But it's really a beautiful implementation of how to manage customer support. If you're not already using some kind of a ticket system to manage customer support, if you have customer support needs in your own business today, then you're really missing the boat. The one thing that you need to know about running a good customer support center is simply this. Creating and building a frequently asked questions document for your customer support team is critical. 95% of your customer support queries that you'll receive, the questions and the support tickets that you'll have submitted, will be covering the same questions again and again. So when you launch new products or you do new things, those questions will, of course, evolve and change. But if you have someone that's running your support, constantly pull together the new questions and update your frequently asked questions document, it will become easier and easier to do customer support. So it becomes faster, so you're treating your customers better and getting to them quicker, as well as it becomes easier for your reps, whoever's doing your customer support, to be able to do their job. Now, the beauty of Zendesk is they have some amazing built-in features to collect those common questions. They have what's called self-serve customer support within their system, where your customers can come and instead of submitting a ticket yet, they can search for their own answers and really help themselves. And of course, you can constantly be updating that knowledge database, which a lot of these customer support software has. These types of software has. But anyways, keep in mind that customer support needs to be managed with some kind of software ticket system that works with email, and that if you try to do it on your own server, you're going to have email deliverability issues eventually, where customers submit a support ticket and they never get an answer, or vice versa. They email to you and you never get it because of email problems. So Zendesk solves that. And the other thing to keep in mind is that frequently asked questions thing I already mentioned. As long as you're constantly updating what the most common questions are, it's really easy to manage customer support. So get a Zendesk account if you're needing any kind of customer support for your business. And it's easy to hire outsourced workers at $300 and $400 a month to handle all your customer support through this online system. Again, if you need someone to be calling customers or getting on the phone, you may not want to use a Filipino, outsourced worker that, maybe their English isn't as good on the phone or they have a heavy accent. But for most internet-based businesses, an online-based customer support center works wonderfully. I mean, I know people doing $30, $40 million a year in sales online, and they're using solely an online-based customer support system where they take very little calls on the phone. So check out Zendesk.com And just it alone, if you're doing customer support, will get you to stop doing customer support by having someone that can easily come in and start using it and managing it and doing all the work for you, which is, again, what outsourcing is all about.